excuse me, the Democrats don't just lay down and complain and cry. Believe me, if it wasn't for the Democrats, we wouldn't have certain.
I'm saying Democrats don't fight. They don't show teeth.
We do fight. That's why we have things like the Affordable Care Act, where people, regardless to your race, you can have health insurance. That's a big thing. That's a fight that Democrats did. What about Medicare? Democrats said that we need to make sure that senior citizens have a right to health care. That's a Democrat that did that. We do fight as Democrats. I think that what we have to remember that the Democrats are not a monolith, and they have to represent different levels of a Democrat.
Democrats are about humanity. That's why I'm a Democrat.
Right.
But sometimes I just wish they roll in the mud just a little bit and tussle and wrestle with a pig.
Well, the question is, do Democrats that vote for Democrats wrestle in the mud with them? Or do they say, we elect you and leave you? It's going to take people that's willing to fight for what's right. You know, you don't elect politicians to do all the work. You elect them to do what you tell them. They listen to you, and then you give them the strength. There's no way America would be what it is if it wasn't for protests, demonstrations, and fights, and people dying for our democracy. If we expect for our democracy to work because we say something ain't right without fighting for it, then it's not going to work. It's going to be a democracy that's not being used.
Well, you're one Democrat I have seen fight in the hearings.
Well, you're one.
That's why I asked you, I was like, do you enjoy hearings? And you're like, but you get in there and you fight for democracy. You fight for justice. You fight for what's right, but not all Democrats are like that.
Guess what? I'm telling you, when we did the bill for inclusive education, imagine if I was at that hearing fighting by myself. That would have been a problem. The fact that you were there as a Democrat fighting for the inclusive history, making sure that people understood that Black people were not born slave. Black people were not born as enslaved people, that there was life before. What makes the difference is when we, as a people, use democracy as a tool to make life better for all of us. The question is, are we ready? Even Republicans, if you're a Republican and you're poor, why would you let the person you vote for vote against healthcare? That's not what a democracy is. Democracy is supposed to work for the people. So if I'm a Republican, why would I vote for someone that votes to give billionaires tax breaks while raising your taxes? That doesn't make sense. The democracy allows you to vote your interests and to fight and make politicians do it your way.
You know why? The hatred for us is that sick and deep that they will vote against their own best interests for their own children.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I can't wait to hear what the people think about who protects the democracy more, Democrats or Republicans. Do we need to throw out both parties? Is there a party that could do it better? Let's find out Saturday from 2
p.m. to 3 p.m. on WVON 1690 iHeart Radio. Call in.
591-1690. That's the phone number. And we're going to be on WCPT Progressive Radio. And that is on Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hey, tune in. We want to hear from you.
Yes.
I'm a Democrat. I don't know what you are, Malika.
I'm a Democrat.
All right.
Democrat with a lot of fire.
All right. The only way things are going to happen is we make it happen.